Alright guys, finally I'm back out on the Ohio River and got some bait worth using here. Some really good sized shad, about perfect for a couple pieces of bait right here. I'm gonna throw on some bigger bait, slice him right down the middle, might get rid of the tail. But the bait's starting to move back into the creeks and stuff like that, so the flatheads ought to be turning on. Usually that's how you can tell the catfish should be out of spawn, whenever you ain't catching any bait, and then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, you go back in, you catch quite a few. I've got my fair share of shad here. But the only problem I'm dealing with today is I'm completely sideways. The wind's blowing pretty hard. I'm anchored off the front. I was hoping to be pointing away from the current so I could fish off the back of the boat. I still think I'm going to drop down right here. It's about 15 foot deep. Maybe something will come through here and pick up a bait. If the catfish are off spawn, it might get lit. Look how bloody that sucker is. That's a piece of bait right there. Flatty-daddy written all over it. It's a good 20 foot deep right there. I don't have any rod holders on the side of the boat. If so, I would much rather drop rods right off the side. I just put these in here because Walmart's pretty much sold out of just about everything. And all this happened so quick, switching boats and all that stuff. Haven't had very great videos. I've got a few channel cat videos I haven't put out yet, and the one you guys just seen last week that I posted up. Bait number 2 going down here. This is the bottom half of that big shad. I might get the third pole set up right there. I don't know yet. See how, if these poles can keep me occupied, then I ain't gonna worry about that third one. We'll know after about 20 minutes. Tried doing the anchor thing and it's not really working out. Looks like there's a little bit of current. We're moving backwards, but I'm hoping we're not going to move into the bank too fast. So reason being is I'm going to try to drift down through here as much as I can to cover a little bit of water. I was kind of tied up on the bank there. Just hopefully we go this way instead of that way. It looks like we're going this way, so I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to block traffic coming out of the marina. Alright, so drifting wasn't working out. It was pushing me into the bank a little too much, so I wanted to drop anchor, but I needed to find some current. The best place you can find current in the Stretch River that I fish is right there at the bend, which luckily enough is just maybe a couple kilometers down from me. So I go down river, anchor up, and then I start getting some bites. There we go, right there. Got into something over here. Woo, it feels good to be back on the river. Got us a flathead. Yeah, right there, baby. Got the hook right in the side of his mouth. These are the hyper cat hooks. Hope the sun's not blocking everything. Or hope we're not too shaded here. Man, these hooks are almost impossible to get out once you get them in here. It's right through the side of his head. There we go. There we go. Got us a little flathead, probably about 8 pounds, maybe 9. Hard to really tell. You can see here on the top of his head, I don't know what the sun's doing in the background behind us, but he's definitely got some marks and stuff. Man, he is healthy. If it is a he. But finally got a fish. I've covered a little bit of water. It seems like they're staying pretty close to the bank. I was fishing about 45 foot. Didn't see much of anything. So I'm throwing into about 30 here. And looks like we're starting to make something happen. All right. Got the skunk off the boat. Here's what I just caught that fish on right here. These are the hyper cat hooks, size 8. These hooks will go straight through the bone. And there was proof right there. Really liking the hooks. I just wish they had a little bit of an offset. But you can do that yourself with a pair of pliers, but I really like them. They're good hooks. There's not a whole lot of hooks on the market that ain't very good nowadays, but I highly recommend them hyper cat hooks. Got us a barge bite over there on this side. About ready to take it here in just a minute. It's a big old shad head on there. I think he's holding it there. Yep, he's just holding it. These are super sensitive rods, so I'm going to wait till it bends down a little bit if you don't let off of it. There we go. Starting to get a little more intrigued. Yep, there he is. Good fish here. Really good fish. Right off the course, Mike. Woo! Netter right here. Much better fish. We're about ready to have some crazy weight coming through from this board. Really good fish. Really good fish. I just keep saying it until you believe it. Little piggy. Looky there. Hook just barely in him. There we go. He's hissing at me a little bit. Got a flathead right there. Let's see if we got any marks. Actually looking pretty clean, maybe a little bit on the back. Oh, I'm gonna check the weight on her. Yeah, there's a good mark right there. Look up on the side. See her. So yeah, I think they're all spun now. And I've got a scale. We got some more marks from the other side of her. 22 pounds is what it says on my scale. There we go. Put her back. There she goes. Got the bait back too. No matter what the scale says, the fish always look bigger to me. That fish was right around 22 pounds. Well, minus the net, probably about 21 pounds. Really healthy, definitely had some battle scores, so it's telling me that spawn's over with, especially if they're biting. And this line's sticking straight out here. I think I might have a fish. But the camera keeps getting kind of hot, so I'm gonna cut the camera off, put it on charge, and see if give it a little while and let it cool down. All right, guys, I've been out here a couple hours now. I can't fish too long. I've got an early day tomorrow, got to be up for work. But first time on the river in this boat, turned out all right. I don't have any electronics or anything, so it's kind of a guessing game out here, just trying to hit deep holes that I already know. This is the same stretch I always fish. And not to mention, it's really hot today. I think it was like 90 degrees, and I stuck it out through the most part of it. Now I think it's starting to cool down a little bit. But really can't complain with the turnout. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you in the next video.